And again. And again, it just started. What? YouTube, why is it that gaming is delayed and this is fine? Like, you started, I pushed the button, no problem. We've already just begun. Hello. Greetings, my name is Brian. Welcome to KillCo Mental Musings. It is Sunday. It is 200 days of no drinking alcohol. That seems like a long time. If I think about it, it feels very strange. But it's true. It's happened. We've done it. Oh, hold on. Things just off camera are bothering me now. No. I was wondering what this was. Distractions is what that was. I've been cleaning up the apartment. It has been a bit chaotic. Yes, squeak indeed. Zenbu, hello. Welcome. Yes, it is that one. I don't have a headset on. That's a problem. I've gotten used to hearing myself talk while I'm streaming. So now not having this on feels very weird. Because I also can't hear myself when I do the other fun stuff. Like when I have the echo on by accident. Very important. When did I put that on? Last stream? I just never turned it off? What the actual hell? What the hell? There we go. That's better. I'll just talk like this for the rest of the stream. Sounds pretty good, right? No, it feels weird. Yeah. Tonight, to celebrate, we have the Guinness Zero. Look at it. It looks like Guinness. It somewhat tastes like Guinness. It is not a Guinness. It is a Guinness, but it is not a Guinness. But I have the glass, so it is a Guinness. Well, background music, that's what I'm forgetting. Again, if I don't do any like live streams where I'm just talking like this, I forget the format. Ugh, that feels wrong. But that's what it is. Like, I always have the freaking lo-fi background music. It was nice and chill. Echo, echo, echo. Echo, 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 echo. Yeah, that was funny. Perfect way to start the stream. In fact, it wasn't planned at all. Because it wasn't planned at all. Yuck. Commercial. Wait for it. You hear it? Okay, good. I was like, is that out of my speaker or what? I just turned it all the way down, didn't I? Huh. Come on. There we go. The music wasn't there. Where is it? I don't hear anything. There we go. Hopefully you hear that. And we are. And thank you for sending me that video link of Deathless Dogs. I would have missed that. Whoa. Yeah. That sounds like a Guinness to me. Let's go. Whoop. Oh, no. Don't do that. Thank you. Whoop. Steady on. Gotta do this just the right speed or else it comes out wrong. Whoa, this is heavy. Oh, my everything. There. Steady on, Brian. No. I am worried that I might have to get a new screen. Because right now the screen over here, the second screen, has a habit of flicking on and off. So that's new. And it is an older screen, and it isn't as big as the one I have right in front of me. It was the replacement for the other one that got busted. I do not feel like buying a new screen. I'm hoping it's just a fluke and it'll go away. That's how things work, right? Just ignore it and it gets better. It's fine. Ugh. Thank you all for being here. It's been a trip. What was the day? It was August? I haven't actually remembered the exact day that I had my last drink, but I do remember what it was. And it was an open 14, which again, stop. Which is not my usual pour. I remember doing that and thinking, listen, I don't have this very often. And didn't know that was going to be the last one I was going to have for a while. So that was exciting. That's why it might be why I remember it. Because it's like, well, that's the last thing I drank. Cool. August. When? 22nd? No. It's in here, I swear. Yeah, 21st. August 21st is when it'll be 365 days. 1 year. So we're closer now than ever, I think. Yeah. More than halfway? Hold on, math. I'm going to say about halfway, if not more. It's definitely more. But what percentage? Like my brain just stops there. Cut 365 in half. One. I don't do math in my head. But we're more than halfway there. It's really all I need to know. Good God. Don't make me think right now. I'm so tired. I just had breakfast with Mom and Papa KillCo. Breakfast? Dinner. Sunday dinner, actually. Wow. And here we go. Here's our Guinness of the evening. Zero alcohol, as it says. Nice that I am able to have these kind of alternatives. 182. So yes, more than half. Thank you, Zenbud. I was like, whip out the calculator or just ignore this thought process entirely. And that felt like a pretty good answer right there. I've also been exploring the concept of making my apartment less of a mess. So far, so good. I've got stuff against the wall again. Unfortunately, it's the stuff that should go against the wall. And then the rest of it, which is just like books and magazines and VHS and DVD. There's a pile of those in the middle of the room now. And I have to figure out where those are going to go. And there aren't many places that they could go that would make sense. So that's the excitement in my life right now. How about you? How are things? Have you enjoyed drinking whiskeys? And if you are drinking whiskey, please, like, to celebrate my sobriety, please tell me what it is. That's fine. You guys can drink whatever you want. I just drink what I can. What I've decided to drink. And that is not alcohol right now. Because, well, doctor's orders, technically. And a reminder that your doctor can't tell you what to do. They can make recommendations. And you can either follow them or not. Mine recommended I cut back on alcohol. So I did as hard as possible, which is to not drink anymore. So far, not so bad, though. I mean, 200 days. I should make, like, the whole theory here is I should make a YouTube video about what it's like to be sober for 200 days and what I've learned and what I can teach you about it. And, like, the clickbait. People, the sad part is people are like, holy smokes, 200 days sober. How did he do it? Well, you see, you just stop drinking alcohol and it happens naturally. I guess that's the fun part and the fortunate part for me. I have said numerous times on the channel during my hiatus from alcohol, I'm very lucky that I didn't actually have serious problems while deciding to cease the drinking. Not everyone is that fortunate. And it's rough. $17 Spanish wine, stylistic. Ooh, wine time. I had a mocktail earlier tonight. It was a hibiscus tea spritz. It was like lime hibiscus tea, iced, and then like soda water or whatever spritz means. It was bubbly. That's what that means to me. Jimmy Jazz, Sugar Kitty. Look out. Hold on. Where is it? It's for you, Jimmy Jazz. Sugar Kitty meow. Thank you for being here. Thank you for spending your time and attention here. I appreciate it immensely. We are having a very chill evening. I had Sunday dinner with Mom and Papa KillCo, and it was so much food. Sparkling water, yes. Fizzy water. Fizzy something. They put fizz in it. That's all I know. We had this is something we might do again. There's a local vineyard that has a very good restaurant. And they have a Sunday dinner special that they've started up every month. And today it was roast beef, or roast beast, as my mother says. And it was served like, I don't know what I call it, family style, where they just like plunked a bunch of plates in front of us, which each course, or not each course, each piece. So it's like roast beef, vegetables, which is like potatoes, carrots, Brussels sprouts, mix of that kind of stuff. Salad, so good. What else? Oh, they had these little rolls, but they weren't called rolls. They were something else. Made of mostly egg. If you know what that is, tell me. It's a little small, roundish, almost cupcake-looking thing, except it's not a cupcake at all. It's got like a hole in the middle. It's very buttery. I want to say puff pastry, but I'm not sure what that means exactly. It's not the word I'm looking for. It was delicious. I ate a 1.5. Like Yorkshire pudding. No, it wasn't a pudding. It was just a pastry-like thing of some sort. I can't remember the exact name. But it was delicious. Again, a lot of butter. Possibly butter and egg, but I don't remember. I just was eating. I was ravenous. I hadn't eaten lunch. So at 4 o'clock, I was like, food! Dough and oil? Maybe? I wish I could remember the word. Like, it has a specific word for what it is in the pastry world. But I don't remember what it is, because that's how my brain is. I could look online. Let me try that. No bowl. Tiny little thing the size of a cupcake. Let's see here. Because this is going to bother me. Ugh. Oh, sure, my computer's being slow. Farm to table dining. Yorkshire pudding isn't put at all. It's very puffy to the point. My mom ruined a batch my aunt tried to make by opening the oven. Damn. Mini quick. Hold on. We're going to find out. I got to find this thing, though. I don't know where it is. Oh, God. They do so much at this place. And the guy who's like the main chef, he has a mustache like me. He's a professional. I just have to remember where is it? Popover. That sounds like it. That sounds like the right word. We're going to go with that. Popover. Because right now all I'm seeing is the menu. Like the regular dining menu. Which is good, but that's not what it is. This is a special monthly Sunday meal deal. And it was $30. Like for all this food. Popover feels right. We're going to find out. Sunday roast, Sunday supper. Newport Vineyard, March 9th. That would be today. I was there. I had that. It was delightful. Yeah, so they're doing March 9th, Sunday roast, April 6th, Sunday Italian, May 18th, Sunday Southern Charmed. Yeah, just chair. This is how you know I put it together. This is like a bought and got put together thing. Again, donated to the channel. But these chairs are funny in the way that they get very tired from you sitting in them too long. Hey, thank you. My thing here is being weird. Again, we're looking into getting a new computer monitor apparently, unless I can figure out what's actually wrong with this thing. It started at 4 p.m. too, which is why we were able to do it, because there was no real problem. So popovers is what we're officially going for. Salad. There's a whole bunch of stuff. What am I forgetting? Popovers, vegetables, salad, roast beef. There was something else, but I can't remember what it is. This was like 2 hours. Wait. Yeah, 2 or 3 hours ago. I keep looking over the screen. It keeps kind of blanking out on me. By that, I mean it just goes black and then comes back. I'm waiting for the time where it goes black and does not come back. Ooh. I'm wondering if it's a wire issue. That would be great. If it's just one of the wires is old and needs to be replaced, that's fine. But I don't see any reason why that would be the case. Like nothing's moving, nothing's loose. John McKellen. Would you upgrade to a gaming monitor? Yeah. But this is actually a gaming monitor. The one in front of me is set for gaming. The one to my right is mostly for browser activity, OBS, like all the, this is the business section. This is the fun gaming section. And where chat is right now, which is why it's a little more engaging here, because I'm looking at you and talking to you. Whereas when I'm gaming, I'm absolutely just looking at the screen in front of me and glancing over at chat, which is on the business end of things. New Hampshire rye. What? Rye? Give it. Give it to me. So it's in the works. There is the possibility of getting a new monitor now, which I'm going to fiddle with this thing as best I can. Nothing's changed. I haven't moved anything around too much. But I would like to find out if it's just a replacement cord, and that's all I need. The problem is I'd have to get the replacement cord first, and if I didn't need it, that sucks, because I just bought a cord that's completely useless. All right. Sunday roast beef. Trying to find the actual menu here. Sunday roast supper is what they're calling it. Sorry. My mistake. All right. See menu here. All right, here we go. Here we go. We got it officially. First, we started out with the, where is it? Pretzel. Newport sea salt pretzels. Very good. I ate them too fast. Don't eat pretzels without chewing them. They kind of stick in here. So I even gave myself the hiccups because I was so hungry. Garden salad, popovers, peppercorn crusted roast beef, horseradish sauce, which is actually very good for roast beef, potato gratin. Excuse me. That was the can just decided to move. Potato gratin, which is insane. Like, so buttery, so good. And roasted veggies. And of course, there was chocolate cake at the end. I still have some. It's in the fridge right now. It's so good. It's actually made this kind of nice because I had the chocolate cake and the coffee last. So this is just like works with it somehow, even though it was hours ago. Ugh. Yeah. One's for mostly words and activity. Like OBS is over here, and that is what I would look at to make when I can see it. Thank you. That I get to see what you kind of see by looking over here. Like I forgot to clear that for one thing. Yeah, that doesn't sound like something I'm going to deal with. Quiche, I like. Popover, we did get it. Thank you. You won. Here's your prize. What to do about that? And yes, would I upgrade into a bigger monitor? Yes. I hope, and this is a weird hope to have, that I get to 3 screens someday, because that would really ease things up, because then I could have a little more, you know, a surrounding sort of view. A little disturbing, but at least I would be able to get everything checked out. Because one of these would actually just be for reading chat. Like some of them have like rectangular screens just to read chat and other things like that. It's wild. I don't know if I do that, but I know it was an option. Oh, we did. Good God. You didn't like the rye. Okay. I do have a couple of ryes set up now. Horseradish on roast beef. My local sandwich shop sees me coming to buy their house-made roast beef and already has the horseradish out. Isn't it nice? I've never actually gone out of my way to have roast beef and have radish sauce. Like I didn't. I was like, oh, that's a thing? All right, cool. And I ate it and I went, oh, this is so good. Because roast beef itself isn't really appealing to me. It's kind of a mess, you know, just like slivers of meat. I mean, I'm gonna make like a roast beef sandwich out of it. Since I don't know if that's a good idea because it is like, it's still roast beef. It's hard to like get through. It's a lot of chewing work. Is how I found it. Not in a bad way, just like meat. You know, you have to chew through it sometimes. I've had steak before. Delightful. Oh, and of course, I mean, hold on. Let me talk about the super chat thing. The super chat, mega chats, donations to the channel. Those are all for the planning of travel streams of sorts. Like you'll see me go out into the world. Similar to if all of you saw the thing I did on Friday. Was it Friday? Sorry, Saturday? What year is it? Hold on. Recently, there was a gathering at the State House in my in Rhode Island, and I went to it. Was it Stand for Science or Stand Up for Science? That seems like a sensible thing to think about. It's like, yeah, okay, science, an obvious thing to do. So I went to that, live streamed it with my phone. It went pretty good. I'm sure it sounded like trash because of the wind, but you got to see me go out to such a thing and be like public about it. I wasn't really that concerned about filming in public. It was weird, or recording in public, because, well, it's a public place. I can do that. Unless there's a very weird circumstance where someone has opinions about it. I didn't worry about it at all. Putting horseradish in your mashed potatoes, that sounds pretty good. Yeah, the problem is I don't know where to get horseradish sauce if I wanted it. I'm sure you can buy it at the grocery store. But I do not eat that kind of meat very often. I usually shy away from red meat. Friday got you out of the house, looked okay. Yeah, it was... It was a lot. I won't pretend it wasn't. It was a lot. I had to drive there, for one thing. That's a big deal. Get the music a little louder here. Because I can barely hear it. And I'm right here. It's going into my ears. That's a little better. Let me know if it gets too loud. It's hard for me to tell. I'm hearing it, I think, slightly different than you are. There we go. But anyway, yeah, it was like an adventure stream. You know, I went out and did some stuff. You all who are here, who support the channel, who you know that I don't particularly love going out in public and being around people. Even tonight, going to a place to have dinner, it was great because when we first got there, we were by ourselves. No one was there yet. I felt like we rented out the place just for ourselves, and I was like, yes, this is what I want. Just to go somewhere, enjoy the place itself, not have all the chaos around me that makes it difficult for me to be around those environments. And yeah, we had a good time. It didn't get busy until later, like after an hour or so, when people started to stream in for the meal deal. Well, now it's getting very loud. It's very chill and very quiet sometimes, then it gets louder again. Horseradish cheddar up in Vermont. Fun. Yeah. Do you guys turn your phones or time, whatever it is, clock things ahead or back or whatever it was? Because I didn't. I'm lucky that every clock I looked at today, aside from my stove, my microwave, and my thermostat, those have not changed yet because I have not changed them. Oh, God. So that was fun. I still have to fix that. And I'm glad I was able to do so. But as I was saying about super chats, mega chats, any contributions to the channel, memberships, Patreon, those are going to be used into funding some get the guy who's not great at being around people to go experience life situations. Because I'd like to do it, but just the ability to do it, I need incentive. I need support from other people to be like, go outside. Like, oh, I don't want to. Bicycling may start again. I have officially repaired my bicycle. I might go out into the wilds and then do a live stream to prove it. Just go to some of the places I like to bicycle to. Really scenic areas, really great restaurants, that kind of thing. I don't think I'd live stream at a restaurant, but I could at least get food at one. Plants and clock radio so that Joey woke up to the new time. Oh, good. See, I'm very considerate of you. I forgot it was the thing. And right now, the only thing I have planned as a start is it would be a one to 2 day trip. So I'd have to find out a time in the week. During the week, mind you. None of this weekend garbage. Just not when people are actually traveling and doing stuff. Not those days. Those are the days I would be back home recuperating. But take a certain time off from my usual schedule. Very likely head out during a Wednesday and then come back on a Friday. That sort of scenario. And both of those nights I'd probably sleep in the car. So at least I'd have like a shower on Wednesday. There'd be one day where it's just like you're traveling and then I come back and shower and shave back on Friday. That's really where my mind is. Because it's like I don't have to rent a hotel. I'm not so far away that I can't come back. But I'm going to feel a little grimy for one day. But it's fine. When I was really, really depressed, it got worse. It was bad. Micro stove, my watch, label that needed changing. Yeah. It's a little surprising and mildly disturbing that time just shifts for me, like to the point where I didn't notice. My car, that's the other one I have to change the clock on. And honestly, I think I need to upgrade the software, which is complicated because it's a Toyota. So, wait, is it Toyota? Hold on. No, it's a Focus. It's a Ford Focus. Why did I think it was Toyota? Because the first car I went to look for was a Toyota. And I did not get that one. It was expensive. I think it was newer, but the mileage was kind of blah, and I didn't feel anything for it. I was like, that's a car. But when I saw the car I have now, I went, that deal is too good to be true. Gimme. We'll see if it is still too good to be true. But getting the car also spurned this idea of extending travel by car, by vehicle, and, sleeping in the car at night, finding something somewhere. That's the most stressful part in my head. Like going to that length to be away from my normal day-to-day life, which is, secluded. I spend a lot of time in my apartment. If you watch my live streams, I'm playing games for a good portion of the day. And that's only the part you see. There's a lot of the part where you don't see. And I'm playing that. We are going to switch to a different game soon. And I'd like to say I'm going to play some Fallout tonight, but going out to dinner really sucked the life out of me. We'll see. Again, no promises. I really don't think I'm going to. I would like to. But I have a feeling if I do, it won't be live streamed. I'll just be doing like dailies, and that's it. Again, it's fine. Oh, I had a thought. If we do reach the goal, let's point this out. The goal, the prize is to have a mocktail, and part of that prize, let's get to that, is I have that large tin, that freaking thing full of Luxardo cherries that I have not bothered to open yet because it just seems insane. I'm not even sure how I'm going to be able to open it properly and let those not spoil, but I know the stuff they're in makes it so it does not spoil. Whatever that goop is a preservative, and it's crazy. So I haven't actually had a Luxardo cherry in quite a while, since the ones I had ran out. Exactly, Zambu cherries. Lots of them. About that many. Probably twice as many. But I haven't opened that yet. I'm not sure how I would open it, actually. Again, it's like this big. It weighs like 5 pounds or some nonsense like that. I've checked before. It's heavy. It has a considerable amount of weight to it. And I hope to open it soon. I just haven't had a good reason. And right now, the only reason I can make is 200 days sober. And, of course, if we hit the goal, I can have a mocktail. And I can use that. If not, well, I'll think about doing some other day. We'll see. We have plans. I have plans on what I'd like to do with my time, with my life, to fight against the crippling mental illness I have. Get some ice cream for cherries. Ice cream for the cherries? No, they're not those kind of cherries. They could be. But they're not those neon devils that you see on some Sundays. They're Luxardo cherries. They are insane. I do like that concept, though. I would definitely put a Luxardo cherry on an ice cream. But when I think of ice cream cherries, I think of ones I don't like. They're not great. I've tried them. I just don't like them. Music's right and chill tonight. Yeah. I'm loving it. Oops. There we go. Now I can see chat again. The screen hasn't blipped out in a minute. That's cool. Keep doing that. Yeah, I feel like the problem is like the connector, because it looks pretty damn old. It's a bit dated, so I might be able to find a different cord, I hope, to fix that problem. That'd be cool. I don't want to buy another screen. They cost a lot. I have a car payment now. It's just, that's the other thing. To pay off the car payment, I am using the car to make content so that all of you can continue to support the channel, and of course, support just me paying off the car, which is now a new problem in my life. I hate it so bad. I hate it so bad. But it does give me the motivation to go out and do stuff, which I would need encouragement to do. I don't want to go out around people that much. But if I can find some places out there that interest me, so I can see those, like a bunch of New England, I could definitely see. Cape Cod is one. We've talked about P-Town, just to go there and see it. I don't know if I ever have. Maine, Portland. I'd like to go visit Portland. New Hampshire and Vermont. That'd be cool. Also, is it New Hampshire or Vermont or both that are... my brain's like duty free. I'm like, no, it's definitely not the right word. State run. Their alcohol is state run. I think it's both, but I haven't gone to any stores like that. New Hampshire State Liquor Store. Okay, yeah, that's what I want to do too. Just to look. I mean, I might buy something, but yeah, just have to look. I have never actually gone to a state liquor store now. Like now that I have this information and experience from whiskey drinking that I did not have last time I went to a New Hampshire liquor store, which all I did, I bought a handle of Jameson. That's all I did. It was much cheaper, obviously, but I must have drank it all, which is not a good thing to say, but it's true. And that was before I even was into whiskey. I think I just put it with like ginger ale or something. What did I use that with? I was not doing shots, I can tell you that. More not great life choices. I would, here's the deal. Like the reason I have to stop drinking and why I've had to start drinking, there's plenty of reason behind it. I have one. Oh, do I want to try to get that and show you guys? Do I want to get that and show you guys? Hold on. Let's do one of these if I can. Well, I don't know if this will make something go away, though. I haven't tried it in a while. I think it will. All right. A lot of usual suspects, good prices. Broa 37 from Ashwood. Ooh, there you go. Yeah, you do find stuff. That's the fun part about it. People who go to state liquor stores generally aren't looking for very specific things, typically. That is the mass market that they're working on, the people who want to buy the beer and the liquor, but, you know, the same kind of stuff that would be behind a restaurant bar is about as far as they want to go. You know, mixers. Mixers, the crazy cheap stuff. But here's the deal. There's 10 of you in here. You don't all have to vote, obviously, but yes or no, do you want to see part of my misbegotten past of drinking? Oh, thank you. Thank you, no person. I appreciate that. Welcome. Well, hold on. You get one of these. There you are. Welcome. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you for sharing your attention with us here. I appreciate it. And yes, 200 Days Sober has been an interesting adventure. There are plenty of alcohol alternatives out there, which I'm very fortunate that I live in the time where this is what I can do, because these weren't around before. There are plenty of non-alcoholic options, but there are a lot more now. It's rather odd. So it's somehow lucky for me that now is the time that I put a pause on any alcohol consumption other than non-alcoholic stuff. Again, this one says 0. I'm a bit skeptical about that. Yeah. 0 meaning less than 0.5% ABV. Tricky, huh? And more importantly, I found out about Biro. Not sponsored. I just really like the fact that Spider-Man made a beer, a non-alcoholic beer, and I get to drink it, and it's pretty good. Lucky. I really wish it was like... He could never do this. But if Biro just looked like a Spider-Man can, like you ever see like the Spider-Man movies coming off, and they have the Spider-Man looking soda cans and all that nonsense, that'd be pretty damn funny. But I think legally he couldn't pull that off. I just think it would be funny. But Biro Noon Wheat, if anyone's ever wanting to explore non-alcoholic beers, that's a pretty good one. And again, I just like it. I'm lucky that I get to try it. There are others. The Blue Moon, non-alcoholic, tastes like Blue Moon. It's really good. The Guinness Zero is fine. It's not exactly my favorite, but you feel like you have it a Guinness. It looks like it. It kind of tastes like it. It's as close as you're going to get without having one. Presentation is a big part of it. Listen, screen. Stop. Keeps going on and off. Driving me nuts. I mean, absolutely bonkers. Oh, and also, Deathless Dogs. He put out a video about his little experience in sobriety recently, so go check out his channel if you haven't already. He talks about it, and I was lucky that I got to see that before I actually did this stream, because it hit a lot of the talking points I remember. Going out, first of all, I don't go out much. Again, that's why travel idea is a thing. Yeah, the Guinness has a taste, but it's a bit watery. It's missing something, and I get something very specific on the middle of my tongue. I still can't quite explain it. It reminds me a little bit of coffee grounds, but like not a good kind. Like you just had some coffee and it's, you set it down and you're done with it. You drank it all. And then that kind of aftertaste that shows up on your tongue, coffee mouth is what I think of it as, because you had coffee and now you have this filmy weirdness sitting there. You can brush your teeth is what you need to do. But it gives that kind of vibe, a weird, like not great coffee ground note. What would some people call that? Some people might call it nutty. I can picture like almonds, that kind of thing, but again, not great almonds. You're eating them and you're like, these aren't great. I've had better. I'm still debating about talking about my story. So here's the deal. I'll tell you what it is. I'm not going to show it right now, but and this also explains a little bit of the mental health problems I have. It's just like one of those things I did and it didn't make sense, but I kept doing it anyway, which was I used to drink a lot of twisted tea. Fully admit that. I can literally, we did the alternative twisted tea whiskey stuff a while ago. There's a video about it. Not great. However, absolutely tasted like twisted tea. I can say that because I'm an expert on drinking twisted teas, apparently, which is disturbing. And what I did was I kept the caps, like the tops of them. I kept them. The initial idea was I was going to make some kind of piece of artwork with it, but that was as far as it went. Like there was no plan as to what I would do. It was just I was going to collect a bunch of the caps and maybe make something artistic out of it someday. That's still an option, of course, since I still have them. But I have absolutely no idea what it would be or how I'd make it. I think I know what I do, and it would just be I'd kind of clump the colors together that I had the most of. But I don't know what it'd make, if anything. It's just a funny little idea. So there's literally a bag I found while cleaning that is a plastic bag full of bottle caps, which is funny because in Fallout 76, you use caps from soda as currency. I thought that was funny too. And that is a hint, a glimpse into the problem I had growing up drinking alcohol. I used to drink those like crazy. I would add vodka to them as a, to boost the alcohol content. That was the thing I did very commonly. And I know other people have done it. You can have twisted tea, put a shot of vodka in it. Glorious. Sometimes flavored vodka. Raspberry vodka, actually. Oh, which kind of raspberry vodka was it, though? Ooh. It was not a good one. It came in a plastic bottle. It was not Popov. Popov didn't make flavored at the time. And that stuff is terrible. I'm pretty sure it hasn't gotten better, is all I'm going to say. When I was drinking it, it was the cheapest stuff, and it worked. Ugh. More glimpses into my past with alcohol misuse. It was bad. It's part of the reason I have to stop drinking alcohol. Cheers to that. The sad part for now, is that I couldn't visit any distilleries or anything like that. That was also a planned idea. And stuff I wanted to do with my other car, which the reason I didn't do it was because I didn't think it could take it. And it probably couldn't have. But with this new vehicle, that's in better shape, has so little mileage, again, got it with 31,000 miles on it. It is a car that is from 2014. It has spent a lot of time not going anywhere. It's wild. So I might as well put some mileage on it. It's a pretty decent car. Still takes a little getting used to. It is actually one of those cars that's it drives better on the highway. So it's very roomy, is what I've been saying. If I'm on the highway, I can coast pretty well, which is not a great idea. I don't need like extra stimulus from going a little faster than I think is really necessary. Unfortunately, I'm not the only one doing that on the road, which is bad. Usually just for passing. Like, people are so goddamn slow sometimes. But it's a red car, again. Roomy. But it also is good that it drives better on the highway. So with this whole idea of traveling to other places, just for, a few days, just to see something and come back, and not spend too much money other than gas money, that'd be fun. I think I could handle a couple days. I used to be a Boy Scout for like a very brief amount of time. I have a good idea how to supply myself for a few days like that. There would be money spent on restaurants, though. Restaurants and gas stations, not ideal situations to be eating from. But, again, the travel experience is what we're really going for. I'm not going to McDonald's or Burger King. No fast food like that. Possibly Wendy's if needed. I wouldn't like that either. Where else? Here's a weird question. We're going off on a tangent. Yes. What fast food would you accept going to? In a pinch. Like, you have to be somewhere. You don't have enough time to stop and eat. You're on the road. That's my situation. I'm specifically thinking of times I've had to go to Irene Tan's store. And I want to get there early. I want to get there a certain time. It's like 10:45, 11-ish when I'm going to head out. I haven't eaten lunch. Grab something from Wendy's. Eat while I drive. Not ideal. But it's better than being hungry. The other option is to actually eat when I get there, but I don't want to spend that extra time usually. But I've done it that way. That works. So comment now, type, whatever, words, chat. What would your acceptable fast food place be? Takeout is also an option. I don't know if I'd ever do takeout from restaurants because they're not really designed to eat on the go. So that's why I'm leaving it at the fast food category. And right now it's Wendy's for me. I still wouldn't like it. It would be like a spicy chicken sandwich what do they have? Like some kind of Asiago ranch thing, I believe. That's pretty good. And, you know, fries and a drink, small, because you don't need to have more of that junk than they give you. Yeah, I eat that while on the go. I wouldn't get a burger. Again. So if you have one of your own, do tell. Oven stuff for Wendy's chicken sandwiches, not great. They are rubbery, but they fill a need. Yeah, they are close enough to actual meat. Usually, you can feel like you're eating a little bit of a chicken breast thing. Very similar to what I have in the freezer. Again, not ideal, but it works. All they do is they take it out of the freezer and fry it really fast and then put it on a sandwich. Put it in between two buns and, you know, fucking there, done. But it's good. It's good enough. Like I said, at least it feels like real meat. A real chicken meat. Chicken. It feels like real chicken. Whereas anything that's been pattyized is that feels a bit strange. Popeye's Louisiana Kitchen is handy. It's 10 times better. Yes, agreed. I've been to one of those once. There's not. The other problem, of course, is location. For me, Wendy's is right there if I have to go somewhere. I do not eat there very often, if ever. One thing I've thought about is voting on where I'd go, like for patrons and members, which both you can become a member and a patron. Or, you know, like I said, both. You can do one or the other or both. Or super chats here. Again, a lot of this is... There's a thought process here. One, to get me out doing stuff with my life and enjoying new experiences. Two, to pay the bills. Chick-fil-A is tasty, but they're so socially... Never, ever go into Chick-fil-A. I could be starving, and I wouldn't go there. That's not true. I probably would if I was starving. But, for the most part, that is not even an option. It's off the table. Do ahead of time, I would get a sandwich that morning from the local sandwich shop. Yeah, that's a good one. There are some places like that. If I had something I needed to eat on the go, which would work, it would kind of be a mess. But there is a local, small grocery store, a local grocery store, not one of the chains. They make amazing wraps. Like the chicken Caesar wrap there is, oh, so good. So filling. I get one of those easily. But I am thinking of like strictly on the go. Especially if and or when I do this traveling stuff. I'd have to have places to stop. It would be really planned out. That's the problem. It wouldn't just be like me on the go. I would have a destination. I would figure out the time it would take me to get there. I would figure out how many rest stops there are in between, and I would check if there are any restaurants I wanted to stop at on the way. And, more importantly, the optional idea of if I was in a pinch and I needed to stay somewhere overnight, I would have an idea of what hotel or motel or whatever I could stay at. That's an option, of course, but those places are not any cheaper than they ever were. But as I said, the experience is to go out and have some enjoyment of my life, whereas otherwise I stay very sequestered in my own space, which is not bad. It's just I know experiencing more of life would be good for me, like mentally speaking. It just would. I don't get out much. Simple as that. So I'm working on that. Bagel shop locally, all open very early in the morning. I would buy a bagel to go. Those are very filling on the road. Yeah, that would be a good one. If you are in New Hampshire or Vermont, the small stores often have sandwich counter. Usually pretty wholesome, not mass-produced from a freezer. Yeah, there will be options, like I said. I'm thinking strictly on-the-go fast food garbage if you had to. I would absolutely keep an eye out for different places, breakfast and lunch especially, maybe dinner. I already know. Like you said, if and or when I do the travel stuff, it would probably be 2 meals a day. It should be 3, but it would very likely be 2, and I would get some kind of protein drink in the middle for lunch. So I would be on the road most of the time, from late morning till early afternoon, and then I'd get some kind of food in between that with the protein drink in the middle. That's what I would do. One thing I would have to do, and I might actually have one, is a... I want to say igloo. That's the wrong word. What are those big plastic containers that keep things cold? They are called... Go ahead. I don't know. I can picture it just fine, but the word on it is not there. Oi! The freaking screen keeps blanking out. Stop. Jesus. Wow. I'm just thinking of those Legardo cherries. It's pretty rough. I'm also trying to figure out where I would go first. I think I planned one official adventure, and it'd be so funny, only because I would be traveling to a rest stop. And, may I point out, the idea would be to get to this kind of very popular, very well-rated rest stop, and then from there I would go up to Maine or New Hampshire, and then come back down from there. That's a thought. Vermont is definitely one, because there is a Ben & Jerry's ice cream place there. So good. I've been there before, and I know I love it. Kathy Huey, hello. Welcome. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for spending your time and attention here. I appreciate it very much. A cooler. Yeah, it's a cooler, but it's called something. Like the name brand of it is what I'm stuck on. And I want to say igloo, but that doesn't quite feel right. I think it's called something else. I can't remember what it is. It's a brand. That's what's annoying. I don't need to think of a brand for a cooler, but there is one that comes to mind. Igloo? It is one. Okay, good. That's probably what I'm thinking of then. It felt weird to say because I'm thinking of an actual igloo going, that feels wrong. But so usually igloos are trying to keep themselves warm. Yeah. I got him. I got him to him. Kathy Hugh, I did it. I did it just for you. He got him. I didn't eat all of them. I thought about it. But I didn't. I would have felt bad. Kathy, I've just started on your coffee beans too. I opened the one that's in the brown bag. I know that doesn't sound like something that makes sense, but it does for Kathy Huey. She knows which one it was because there was the aqua and white bag and then the brown and white bag, which is a different place. I have two more of those. There we go. Like a Yeti. That's probably what I was thinking of. Coleman is either Igloo or Yeti. So one of those silly things, which you can win from like a prize raffle in some places. I'd have to get one of those just to deal with food and keeping drinks cold, all that. But it would be easy. I mean, if you get a big enough one, it'll handle like 2 or 3 days worth of food. Even then, you need what? Sliced meats, deli meats. I would say peanut butter and jelly, but that's kind of a mess. Just having like squirtable mayonnaise and some freaking deli meat would work really easy. Colin makes a cool. That might have been one too. There's a lot of names that pop up in my head for that. It's really disturbing. I don't own one at all, and if I do, I have absolutely no idea where it is. The only thing I have is a little like lunch bag that would keep stuff cool, which I would use that too if I can find the damn thing. I'm sure I have it somewhere. Those are for my working at a factory days. Super exciting. And I'm pretty sure I have an actual lunchbox somewhere, like from elementary school. It's not from elementary school. I think I bought it at a Hot Topic or something. And it's a Batman one, and it's made of metal or aluminum, whatever the hell it's made of. That's around somewhere. It looks awesome. If I find it, you'll see it. If I don't, you'll forget it exists, so it doesn't matter. Oh, yeah. Who doesn't love getting brownies? I certainly do. I don't know why the screen is acting up now. I haven't done anything. It was working fine all day. Now it's flicking on and off. Another reason to keep doing stuff to get more support here. Now a screen. I have gone through, financially speaking, I know this is like a taboo subject, but this is life. This is my life. This is what's happening. new shoes, which were donated. But, you know, the idea of having to get new shoes and pay for that shouldn't be a problem for some people, but it is. For me, got those, then booed. Again, thank you. Amazing shoes. Then there was something else, but also the car. What was the third thing? It seems like there's been a lot of financial problems lately. One of those, of course, being the car. That's the big one. And I know there's something else, but it's freaking escaping me right now. Oh my God, red round. I didn't have any wine and I went to a vineyard today. But I did have a nice little spritz. Spoil his life. Yeah. I'm trying to spoil myself with the travel idea. And as I said, the going to the State House for the rally wasn't that hard to do. I definitely stayed a fair amount of distance away from everyone on purpose. And I think that was apparent with my live stream. You could see all the people. I was relatively far away from all of them. There was no one nearby trying to talk to me or get near me or anything. So that was great for me. And then I got to do the little wait as they did the whole walk around the State House, which I'm sure went well. Like, they got people honking at them for sure. For sure, dude. And I just got to record that as they came back, which was fun. I'm trying to think of what I'll have next for a beverage. I think I have the Liars stuff. And I do have also the Liars, which is supposedly is supposed to be like a Scotch. We'll see. I might have that next or this coming Friday. I still have to record the podcast for patrons, and YouTube members. You will get that soon. I will record that after this, honestly, because that will be easier for me to do and edit and hopefully get done tonight. We'll see. Again, this screen is going on and off. Thankfully, I don't need to worry about that for recording. There it goes. You gonna stay? No? Yes? Thinking about it? I'll also get distracted by some gaming tonight, but I don't think I'll stream it. And it might not even be Fallout. I've been playing another game, Path of Exile 2. It is very engrossing. You see me playing Fallout 76 and you think I'm all over the place. Woo! Path of the Exile 2 is pretty rough. There is a lot of information. And it's been difficult. I'm pretty sure I just need another looter shooter game where I run around and blow stuff apart and get weapons and blow stuff apart and get weapons. Fallout is a little more complicated than that, as is freaking Path of the Exile 2. You have no idea. And I would start a new character specifically for the stream, and I'm still trying to figure out what that would be. Either monk or warrior. I don't know if it's warrior or barbarian, but it's one of those two. Right now, the characters I have playing is a mercenary and a witch. Very exciting. So look forward to that whenever I get around to doing that. Thank you all for joining me tonight to help celebrate 200 days of being sober. No alcohol consumption is what I'm saying. And sober feels like the weirdest thing to say, but it's true. I haven't gotten inebriated in any way, shape, or form in 200 days. And I'm lucky that I still am able to enjoy things that seem alcohol related and have found so many alternatives. I've been very fortunate. And then thank you all of you who have given me different things to try. I have actually had some bottle donations about this non-alcoholic stuff. Mint jelly. Ooh. Pork rind nacho. What are you drinking? Good God. Old Lunchbox Scooby-Doo. I don't remember what mine was. I know it was red. I feel like it was Super Mario. Something along those lines. But there you have it, folks. It's 8 o'clock. I gotta try to do other things before the evening is done. Maybe enjoy another drink of some sort. Probably a beero. As always, live long and prosper. Don't forget to be awesome, and I will see you out there. Oh. The screen just went black. There we go. Special thanks to my YouTube members and patrons for supporting the channel. Thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.